What's going on, guys? Bama fan 8504. Trying to get my week 6 analysis video in. It's Arkansas week. Want to look back real quick at last week. Hey, I was surprised as everybody at just the way that Alabama dominated that game. And to Georgia fans, guys, don't give up. There's a lot of talent there. Grayson Lambert has showed some stuff in the first half. First quarter, he's got the tools. Chubb is a man. He's going to get his. I had thought we would hold him to less than 100. You take away the one run, yeah, we would have, but that's why you got to play every play and finish every play. Sonny Michel, very good player as well. I like I said, I didn't expect it, but very happy with that win. Like I said, Georgia fans, don't give up. You still win the East. If you beat Tennessee this week, take care of business against Florida later on, and who knows, if Ole Miss slips up again, we might meet again. So anything can happen. On to this week, Arkansas. Boy, I've kind of been looking forward to this game. Last year, I really enjoyed the game. I'm an old-fashioned, old man football, I guess you could say, kind of person. I love the running game. I love smash mouth football, line up and hit you in the mouth and go at it. Don't get me wrong, throwing the ball is fun too. But as an old offensive lineman, I really love football. Really love lining up and hitting people in the mouth and running the ball. So this is my kind of game. Arkansas, it's well documented. They've got the biggest offensive line in football. That's pro and college. And, that's great and all. That's good. And they're a good offensive line, don't get me wrong. They're able to move people around. But big is not always best. I think when you face a little bit more athletic defenses, not that Bama's is the most athletic defense in the conference. I think they're the toughest against the run probably. But that's just the style that they play. This game is going to be fun. We'll be in our base formation most of the time, which is a 3-4. And we get to really, line up and play good old-fashioned football, like I said. Arkansas, they like to run a lot of 21 personnel, 2 tight ends, I backfield with a fullback, 1 tight end, 2 wide receivers. They throw it enough, but they throw when they want to throw. The key defensively against them is to make them throw when they don't want to throw. Force them into 3rd and 13, 3rd and 10, even 3rd and 7. They're not that comfortable. They like 3rd and 3, 3rd and 2, 3rd and 1. They like to have options, be able to go play action and hit a fullback out in the flat, or be able to run ISO or off tackle or whatever. They do like to pull their guards a little bit. And they like to formation you a little bit, where they like to go heavy formation to one side, maybe 2 tight ends to one side and a wide receiver, and then run weak side and try to catch you slanting to the strong side or catch you sliding that way. Defensively, the goal, I think the key this week really is to make them one-dimensional. The formula for beating Alabama in the past few years, ever since Saban's been there, if you look at Ohio State, look at A&M in 2012 when they beat them, look at Auburn when they beat them, even Ole Miss, is you have to be balanced on offense. You have to be able to run and throw enough. I don't think Arkansas can throw it well enough. Brandon Allen, he's a decent quarterback, but I don't think he has enough weapons on the outside against an improved secondary. And I think they showed that last week, that he can really attack this Alabama defense. You'll see us, 8 in the box and dare him to throw deep. We're going to dare them to throw deep and beat us deep. And you'll probably see, for you football guys that understand terminology, a lot of odd fronts. All that means is we put a guy over the center, and we're going to make that center block a man head up. One of the problems going against Alabama's defense is they move around a lot. And they show you a lot of different stuff. And of course, Brandon Allen's been in the league. He's seen it. But as an offensive lineman and as a former offensive lineman, I can speak from experience. When you're used to lining up and hitting the guy in front of you, and now he goes away, and now you're looking for somebody else filling in his place, whether it be a linebacker or another defensive lineman on a stunt, then that's very difficult because now your head is on a swivel and you're trying to find that guy. And it's so quick that by the time you find that guy, he's either past you, on you, or the play is done run by. So it's very difficult. That's why it's so difficult to run against Alabama. That, and they play very good up front. They have great technique. They really couldn't try to control the offensive line and dictate to them what they're allowed to do. Offensively, I think we really took a good step forward, against a good Georgia defense. And don't get me wrong, I think Georgia really had a decent defense. Athletically speaking, they were good. I think towards the end they gave up a little bit. I think when we got up on them, they kind of quit, which that kind of points to coaching. But at the same time, they had athletes. You can't tell me they didn't have athletes. There are athletes on that defense, and yet we were able to do some things and do what we wanted to do. When the weather's like that and it's bad, and you come out and you hit somebody in the mouth, they're either going to rise up or they're going to fold. And Georgia kind of folded. That's kind of what we have to do this week offensively. Is go hit Arkansas in the mouth. And dictate to them and tell them what we're going to do. And look, I think Jacob Coker grew up. I think he has grown up the past 2 weeks. I think ever since he came in and got benched the Ole Miss game, then came in, took command, brought us back twice, being down 2 scores. This is his team now. This is his team. And he made some plays, didn't throw an interception. We had the 1 turnover. We forced a lot of turnovers, which was great, but he took care of the football. He made the throws he needed to make, and he finally got a deep one. By God, he finally got a deep one. Great play there by Calvin Ridley, and making that play. It was really fun to watch. I think this game, like the last game, can come down to special teams too. We blocked a punt. We did pretty good on punt coverage, pretty good on punt return. Kickoff return did decent, had really good kickoff coverage last week. Arkansas games in the past have come down to the kicking game. I think the field goal unit is getting better, which is awesome. But offensively, it's the same thing every week. We got to run the football, control the clock, control the line of scrimmage, take our shots when we can. Defensively, force them into 3rd and long, and make them one-dimensional. Make Brandon Allen beat us, just like we decided we had to make Grayson Lambert beat us. We have to make Brandon Allen beat us, and if he's good enough to beat us, then they beat us. And that's the way you have to look at it. If he's good enough and has enough weapons on the outside to make enough plays to beat Alabama, then that's just what happens, because you can't let the 2-headed monster back there running the football, the big offensive line, just come in and dominate you and dictate to you what you're going to do. But anyway, that's my analysis. I'm going to give a pick. We're a 16-point favorite. That's what came out as of yesterday, which would have been Monday. I think we actually do better than that. Arkansas I just don't see them being able to score enough points, against that defense. I'm going to spot them 10 just because, there's always a possibility of breaking one like Chubb did. So I'm going to say Bama wins this one easy. We're able to run the football. Henry goes for over 100 at least. Drake goes for close to that, maybe 75. And we throw for, 300. And maybe not 300, maybe 250, just depends. Anyway, and I'm going to say Bama takes this one. I'm going to say 31-10. It'll be 31-10. That's my pick. Give a shout out to Law Tide and the other guys down there in the TTC. doing your thing, doing the trash talk. You know, I'm not a trash talk guy. I like to do, you know, analysis and look at it from a football standpoint, but I love watching y'all's videos. I love the trash talk. I love that y'all get on here and do it. I love that y'all do it right, where, you know, hey, if it comes back, you get out there, you do your Crow videos. Watch some of the Georgia videos last week too. Y'all, you know, good videos. I mean, y'all do a really good job. Everybody down there in the TTC does a really great job of, you know, y'all talk that smack, y'all talk that junk, but you back it up too, and that's what's cool. Anyway, till next time, guys, this is Bama Fan 8504. Roll Tide.